What is up, everyone? Welcome to Seth Leroy Hustle Adventures. We're starting it off going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. And I'll be up in the morning and I'll talk to you guys and we'll see what's going down. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Good morning, everyone. So this is why you got to make business connections. So there's one place that I have. They had one for me, but I was asleep because, you know, I had that long overnight, 2 overnights in a row. And this one was a straight shot to pick up in Wisconsin and go to Nebraska. But that company talked to me yesterday, and I said, well, I'm going to go home tomorrow because I'm 150 miles away from home, so I'm looking for one going home. That's why I said get on the internet, look for a bunch of different business relationships. And they're like, oh, okay. So then I woke up and they were like, oh, we have one that we really need covered. And then they said what it was, and I was like, wait. What? It's to Omaha, Nebraska. So that's where we're going after this. But then they were like, oh, we really need this covered. Can you do it? You know, I was going to make like $700 or something, or $800. And I was like, no. I was like, that just doesn't work because, you know, remember yesterday I told you that I was going home tomorrow. And they were like, oh, well, could you talk to your wife, this and that? And then I was like, yeah, but... So I called my wife, and then she was like, yeah, no, like, that was the whole point of being close to home. Because, you know, you can get several places sending you loads. And that's what we do with the connections we made. And then, boom. He said, I'll give you the whole rate. And then I said, okay, I'll do that. So it's $1,060 for 732 miles. So good deal. So anyways, let's get on the road. I woke up in a daze, like, because, you know, I keep my ringer on for these reasons, and I was like, wait, what's happening? But anyways, let's go. Well, you see, guys, I've been here before. So I went to the wrong building at first, to the building I've been to before. But I had to take my dolly out, and you'll see why. This guy, he was a good forklifter, but at first he was a douche. Like, for real. Look at this, though. Here's 1, 2, and there's 3. That's why I had to take my dolly out, because my dolly sits in that area with all my strap, my saran wrap, my tools, a bunch of tools I have, drills, bits, sockets, but we are filled to the brim, guys. Just like that one or the last one. But yeah, dude, with like, cause okay, there's 2 pull doors. There's one over there, and then the one behind me. So I go, oh, which one, you know, to the lady. She's like, oh, the pull door over there. She pointed. And in my head, I'm like, there's 2, but I just was like, whatever. So I parked by the one more by the docks, thinking, okay, this is probably it. It wasn't it. This guy came flagging me down, like it's right next to it, too. It's not even, like, far. Flailing his arms like a crazy person. So I'm just like, oh, okay, you know, this is what we on, dog. And, anyways, actually, you know what? I'm going to put my strap around I know, it should be fine. It's whatever. No big deal. But good thing too, I noticed that as he put in the first one, because I was debating moving my dolly, and good thing I did, because it would have been no buenos. It would have not fit. It would have been a bad situation. God damn. Just do that move. Yeah, that's gonna work. But anyways, yeah, I'm ready to get out of here. So yeah, we're all loaded up. But yeah, he was a douchebag at first, but then I was being all cool, and then at the end, he was all cool. And that's what I do with everybody who's... You know, one semi-truck driver asked me to have a semi-truck move. Like, man, I don't work here, but, you know, I'm Mr. Minnesota nice, so I'm like, all right, you know, but I know how it is. Like, I drove straight truck, and I drove a little big rig when they were training me, but anyways, so I know how it is when you're like, after you're loaded up, at least 2 in a straight truck, you got to do your tablet, you got to do this, you got to do that before you take off. Like, we had to sometimes hit, well, we had to hit up our dispatchers before we took off, shit like that. And like, I get it too though, he could have just pulled off a little bit, but he was only sitting there like a second. And then I tapped on his window, and then I said, you know, she wants you to move, like that type of number. He knew what I meant. He's like, oh, okay. But I was like, I've driven trucks, so I know you're just getting situated and doing your thing. And then he's like, right, exactly. I was like, all right, you have a good one, man. And then she was all, thank you. And then she honked at me and told me to not move when I was parked with my cargo van here, and I wasn't at all in her way. Like, if you don't like driving and you don't like your career, switch careers. I've done that. I've done where I didn't like a career, I just switched it. But anyways, I'm gonna get on the road. I'm gonna go get this dropped off. This one, like I said, was 700 miles for 1,060 because they really wanted it. Like I said, one of the business relationships I've made was like, I was like, well, no, I'm going home, you know, and then they were like, oh, well, we'll give you more, and then good deal. I've done, this will be another 3rd night run in a row because I'm going to be driving home in the night, but if not, I'll pull off, sleep, you know, we'll see what happens. But anyways, let's get on the road. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, I'm going to show the good and the bad. So I'm cruising. I stop at a gas station. A guy says, oh, your tire. Oh my God. So yep, this is happening. Keep you guys posted. I'm trying to put seal in it, just nothing's working. I'm trying to pump air in it. Keep you guys posted. I did that sealant. I don't know, you guys should keep this in your van. But with so much weight in it, I don't think it could pump it up like it does for cars as quick. But I sat here and pumped with this old pump forever. So looking pretty good. We'll see what happens though. I didn't want to have to call AAA, and I have roadside assistance with my full coverage, but it looks way better. I'll post a before and after pic. But I sat there and filled it for a while, and I think it's because it's a really old pump. That's what I'm guessing, so I guess we're gonna find out. It's cold out here in whatever state I'm in, Iowa. But all right, you guys, I'm gonna keep driving. So once again, the broker strikes again. So I come here, there's a bunch of buildings, but I saw a guy over there. I said, hey, is this 24 hours? And I asked twice though if it was 24 hours, but there's nothing my dispatcher could do on this one too, because like, he just knows what the broker tells him. Broker said, yeah, it's 24 hours. Well, it is 24 hours, but there's only a cleaning crew and a dude who runs a machine over there. And he said a couple other people that run machines, but he said I can park here. As you guys know, I'm not big on parking anywhere unless I get, you know, verification, or I park at rest areas. But this has happened a couple times with brokers, but I just adjust. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my fucking bed right here. He told me to just park right where I'm going to be unloaded. He came and looked at the material with me and said it goes in this building. So I'm just going to set up my bed real quick, fucking lay down, and like set an alarm for like He said someone could be in about 5:30, but I'm just gonna set an alarm for like 7 and then get some sleep and wake up, and or someone will knock on the window maybe and be like, hey man, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna do. Enough talking, I'm just gonna do that, but just letting you guys know this can happen. And the dispatcher I have is amazing, but the reason I say that, just you guys got to get out there, get on the internet, look up dispatching companies, logistic companies, so you can get your own loads too, and look up and hand business cards out. I've gotten some little local work that is good money. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go to bed, you guys. Well, there we go. We're all unloaded. Like I told you before, I got paid extra on this one. So I'm in good. Always on time, doing my thing for the dispatching company that I get a lot of my loads from. They've done right by me. I do right by them. It's a business, like me and him talk about it. It's a business agreement. There's give and take, but it's not like anyone works for anyone. It's like all respect, because there's things I've done for him. There's things he's done for me that is amazing. Like he gave me the cut. He even showed me the RC because he admitted his faults on, because I was trying to go home yesterday, but he still was like, oh, can you do it? And then I was like, nah, I don't think so, man. But then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I could do it. And then and then he said that he was gonna hook me up more. So, but that's what I'm saying. People get out there and, be a good driver though. That's the thing too. There's so many drivers out there that, he's told me, that are just awful, and that's the deal, so you got to, like, when you start this business, I'm a super hard worker every place I've been to, and my wife can attest to that, and a lot of people can. Like, I am a hard worker, so that transfers into this. Like, if you're gonna hustle and grind, what I mean. But anyways, I'm gonna start driving home. Everyone have a blessed day, and I appreciate you for watching. Thanks. Bye. Story time. So I'm in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm at a gas station. I'm ready to go home. I'm almost home. 3 hours and 40 minutes. But anyways, I pull in. A guy starts pointing at my van. And if you guys seen my vlog of this one, the same thing happened at the other gas station. A guy pointed at my van. So I'm thinking, oh, I got a flat tire. Nope. He was like, oh, he walked up to me. He's like, oh, no, I'm not pointing at you because I rolled my window down. I'm like, oh, because I've been checking my tire every time I stop. And he's like, no, I ain't. It was, did you see that in the alleyway? And I'm like, no, I didn't see anything. And then he goes, a lady shitting in there, I think, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I didn't see it, man. So I buy my stuff and whatever, and then I go back out, and then I get back in my van, and then the clerk, the gas station clerk who was in there, she was cussing up a storm. She was not playing about one of the co-workers giving away cigarettes. That's why this is story time, on the road story time. So I go back out to my van. I'm like, okay, it's time to go home. And then they like have me roll down my window. They both come out, they're looking in the alleyway, and then she's like, did you see anyone shitting in that alleyway? And then I said, dude, I didn't see. I'm not in this right now. I'm not in the who's shitting in the alleyway. I'm going home, you know. Like, and they were like, all right, you have a good day, you know. And I'm like, okay. That's Des Moines, Iowa. That's my first time in like Des Moines, Iowa, like hanging out. So I don't know. Maybe that's how it is. I don't know. But then I saw our Timberwolves G League. I saw their banner. But anyways, that's story time. Just talking to somebody too, and like they were bringing up and like how, yeah, like these videos are really good, and all the other channels I watch, a lot of them too, like they're good for insight and stuff. But what's crazy is me and him were talking about, like, but you have to go find it. You have to find dispatchers. You have to, and I know I've said this before, and I've said it, but it's just like you got to go out and find it. Like, a guy from Minnesota can't just give you the keys, you know what I mean? Or any of the other YouTube, like, we can't just be like, here you go, you know what I mean? But anyways, that was story time. Y'all have a good one.